Hello, chat. Welcome in Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Trovo. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to you all. Hopefully everyone's had a lovely weekend. Hello, Cosmic. Penguin, Ozzy, Buns, Nan Reader, all you lovely people in here. That isn't a bad one, Dad joke. It's a lot better than just a dumb pun. Meanwhile, Buns is doing a giveaway for all my sprinkles. Need an S on that, both buns. Welcome in, everyone. Cheers to you. What's everyone think of my idea for Tuesday? I think it's a little off the wall, but I think the corn, the turkey, the cranberry, white beans are going to go with anything because they're... Okay, first thing for tonight, get ourselves some rolls going here. Read the dinner command, Penguin, on Tuesday. Because I have a feeling that if people get upset by just the idea of beans and chili being called chili, me throwing out just about everything there is that makes chili chili, I think some people may have an issue with that. So we got some nice warm water with a little bit of dairy in there. Add in a bunch of yeasties. let those go to town while I scoop out a little over a cup and a quarter. Penguin, you're awesome. Don't worry about it. Don't. If I'm mad at you, you will know it. Space. Congrats, Space, getting those sprinkles. That's a shame. I'm wearing the Peugeot label off of the top of my pepper grinder. Salt, pepper, MSG, flour. Just giving that a good mix up with my fingers. While we wait on that yeast to continue waking up. Hey, Tree Bow. Welcome in. Happy Sunday to y'all. A little sugar. Have some trust in the packaging. Yep, I have a stove. I now see it was Ozzy that was looking for the up close and personal look earlier. I mean, Brazilian steakhouses can be amazing, or they can be cheap and horrible. But everyone's meals are sort of sounding like mine yesterday. Like, I had, like, clean out the refrigerator rice yesterday. I'm gonna go grab some aspirin, chat. There's pluses and minuses. Like, this one is pretty good following left to right, and to a degree when I'm moving around in the house. It isn't when it comes to zoom. It isn't really when it comes to focus and some of the other controls. Space. Thank you for that prime. Space, can I get your input? Can I get you to choose between lime, lemon, orange, and plum? I'm going to be candying/drying fruit next month. Whichever one chat chooses. Alright, so we have foamy yeast. Gonna add that to our lightly seasoned flour. Beetle butter. Was looking at hotel prices, seeing if maybe I could get a better deal or a different deal or see what was out there, rather than I just went out there and got a room originally. And now looking at that, I'm sort of glad that I got a room right off, because I'd be a couple miles away. Hey. Royally shocked at the prices and stuff after going to look at that, and I think I actually luckily got there before most of the hotels realized what was up. But still, I didn't get a great deal because I didn't price shop. Working butter. So what's the new game du jour, everyone? We have any Pal World junkies? We have any... What's everyone playing these days? It's been a minute since I've asked that. Harry Potter Legacy. I have never read a Harry Potter book. I have never watched a Harry Potter movie. That isn't a political stance or anything. It's just... like, I know there's some people like disavow it because of her status or political beliefs. They're not really political beliefs, but because of her beliefs. Yeah, let's throw a little oil in that bowl. You've been getting food at Fortnite? I'll probably need that again. Seven kills. How many rounds? All that really matters is you're enjoying it, though. No hairs in the food. What am I gonna put everything in tonight? I guess we'll use bowls. Hey, Froggen. Very similar to shepherd's pie. And here in the States, many people mislabel cottage pie as shepherd's pie, so you may have had it before. But essentially, it's a beef stew. Or, since it's cottage pie, it doesn't really matter the origins of the meat. It's a stew that we're covering with mashed potatoes and bacon. Sort of like a pre-made casserole beef and potatoes dish. And the shepherd's version of that being, lamb, sheep. It's not beef. This is entirely too much celery. I needed like one rib of celery for this project tonight. I think I'm gonna put these two back. I did get some decent celery this week, though, chat. So this should hopefully have a little more flavor than the dirty water supermarket celery. Didn't mean to stop the music. Didn't want to stop the music. It was mismatched, but oh well. Just using the cabbage up and everything that I can. Carrots. Or in this case, carrot. I've used all the small carrots up now. I got nothing but big boys left. Single, the camera doesn't show off my trash as much. That's good. Oh yeah, that's been confirmed for a while. Do we need a Fortnite channel for people to get games together? I mean, I'm not playing, but I could throw a Discord channel up. Or Ozzy or Buns could. You know, Fortnite on non-chef night streaming nights. Can I talk? Words. Or after stream, or... Sorry. Okay, we got that all set. Dough's doing something. Zoom right. No, I don't play it, Ozzy. Actually, I haven't been watching hardly any of it, but I've been watching some of Onyx, but... Like, I got burnt out on NoPixel, and stopped watching them about the time that everyone sort of stopped caring because they knew that 3.5 or 4 was coming. But the new version, the new update that they've made to their game world, it's the same thing. It's the same people doing the same things in largely the same groups. American Truck Simulator. I didn't even try to put accent on that. I just natural. American. I'm wondering at what point people are going to get what Ozzy's after here. Do apologize, this is not the most beautiful ground beef. I do promise you that it is fresh, but it hasn't been kept in a oxygen-free environment, so it is oxidized a bit. Yeah, you gotta worry about that other eggplant. Now that actually looks a little bit better on camera than it does in person. Well, it's not all perfectly beautiful pink because in many cases I buy the beef if I'm buying the beef or whatever I'm buying for it. If it isn't like from one of my past projects, I typically get it like that day. And this is, I think, 4-day old. So, I mean, fresh ground is better. But it just doesn't make sense sometimes. It does have differently, it definitely picks up, it's an oxidized flavor. Let's be honest here, chat. The whole idea of aged beef, whether it's dry aged, wet aged, as you're saying there, brown beef, is marketing. That this partially spoiled beef is primo. And it is a flavor that some people prefer, but let's be honest about it at the same time, that it's just not as fresh. Sorry to those who have dedicated dry aging chambers and are coating their beef in rice powder and other amazing flavor things. It's not to say that the flavor isn't amazing, but it is a fermentation flavor. And actually, it had been a minute. I had 2 packages like this, and I used part of the other one in with the rice from yesterday. And so it very much reminded me that there is an aged flavor to ground beef. Moose. Not sure on moose. I don't think so, actually. Definitely had buffalo. I've had my fair share of different meats, but mostly in prepared form, not in, duck with still the lead pellets in it, or not that they. I don't think they use lead pellets anymore, do they? I mean, we certainly still use lead in bullets, but I think they've been reducing that, haven't they? They're using other things. I don't know. I don't want. I mean, I understand lead if you want like a slug or something, but as far as pellets these days, think I'd rather not chew on one of those. Maybe should have bought a bottle of wine for tonight. Have to keep that in mind for the lamb shank dinner in the near future. I just want to get this mostly lightly cooked. And we'll throw it back in at the end. I'm not sure what the worst one I've had was from. I've had them from all sorts of stuff. I've had some bad ones from red wine, but I don't really attribute I attribute it much more to how dehydrated I was, or much more often than what I was drinking. I'm going to use a slotted spoon and pull this beef off of out of the pan. Don't worry if you see some pink still. This is going to get further cooked in the final stew, or at least fully brought up to heat in the final stew. Alright, heat back on over here. And bring that up to a full boil. Reduce what liquid we have there, and then we're going to use the fats to cook the rest of this loveliness. That's sort of a creepy joke, dad joke. Because for those that aren't aware, going back to talking about red wine and getting drunk, the major thing there is dehydration. Like, if you don't have any water in your body and you get drunk, your body's not going to, or is going to have trouble absorbing water while you're drunk. And it dehydrates you. Not a doctor, but hydration and drunkenness attached. Keeping the garlic light on this. My legs have been absolutely destroyed all week. I walked to the store today specifically because I wanted to try and loosen them up with a walk. Ow. Oh. Well, time for some creative packaging. Pasta fits well in bags. Ugh, that's a rough one, felines. Welcome in, by the way. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier or not, but happy to see you in. My earbud has to be quiet. I'm gonna fix my earbud and then I'm gonna drink some water. My legs hurt, chat. Yeah, I did them earlier this week, Buns. That's why my legs are hurting. I've been playing City Skylines 2 lately. 2's? Brain. Anyways, I've been playing City Skylines 2. There. Got that out now. I've been liking and disliking it at the same time. There are things that I'm hopeful they will fix soon. There's a couple of bugs that are like, yeah, you shouldn't have released with this. Well, I'm really just getting into it, Buns. And so, like, I've been doing, like, my own version of San Francisco. Which is most certainly not San Francisco. Considering I turned Marin into a trash dump. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm at the level where I'm like really designing things myself. I'm more like just trying to not let the city fall into a pit of flames. And I don't even have disasters enabled. No, it's Shea Francisco. I'm not kidding about that either. I would say probably not Ozzy. Most of the flavor towns that have been taking that name in the past are like little Midwest towns in the middle of nowhere. And finish off my jar of better than bullion tonight, even though it is bullion. Don't let them fool you, chat. So thicken that sauce up nicely. Add our beef back in. All the juice on the plate too. Gonna add a bit more water to this. Buns, I'm glad you think one of my funk playlists is funky. Preheating our oven. We're going to allow that to just simmer for a little bit. I am going to add the cabbage, but I'm going to add it towards the end because I don't want the cabbage to stew in it. Like, I don't want it to be like a cabbage. You'll get that cabbage, the flavor's just going to go throughout. Whereas if you toss it in towards the end, little bits of cabbage in there. So we're gonna punch down our dough here. Let's do a couple of folds here to sort of mix this all together once again. The last time I ordered a pizza, it has been a minute since I've ordered a pizza. And it's quite possible that my last pizza was actually just a hot and ready. Definitely over Papa. Hey, Nicole. I'm not a big fan of their standard pie But their Detroit style is not bad for fast food Detroit style. The pizza places here in Sonoma, like, I used to like Mary's, but Mary's is all split off, and they're all like different concepts now, and they all have they're the same, but they're not, and they're like a local family chain. That's I've talked to this about this before. They're more like a full sit down Italian pizza restaurant, family, fast casual. But it was a chain that had been built out by the family. Had the family passes away, all the kids are all fighting over, they want to run it this way and they want to run it that way, and no, we don't get along, and it got split into a couple of different groups. In addition, they closed several locations. Just, yeah. And there's two other decent pizza places near me that I've been to, but they both suffer from the occasional teenager just being lazy about his job. One of the things about Sonoma County being, we have this very large gap between, like, you don't have a lot of people on lower income living in Sonoma County to feed that workforce for all the restaurants and stuff that's here. It's always been a little bit of a gentrification thing in this county compared to the average. And so a lot of the restaurants here suffer from, it's not, they have horrible low income uneducated labor force. It's, they have teenager waiting to go to college that just doesn't care. Like, the maybe one exception to that would be the Hard to Run It Park, where you have Sonoma State, and most of the, like, fast food and most of our chain businesses are, like, not in the main cities. Like, Santa Rosa has a fair number, but otherwise it's sort of like Roanoke Park, Cotati, Windsor, these smaller cities that are surrounding Petaluma, Santa Rosa, that have the fast food and all that sort of stuff, because Petaluma and Santa Rosa and Sonoma proper, they all have regulations against chains and stuff like that in their laws. Williams-Sonoma, which actually started in the center of Sonoma, actually had to get special permissions and go through the city in order to reopen a store after they had closed in Sonoma. Buns, I don't eat out enough to really say that. Like, for me to have a night to eat out fast food, which on occasion happens, but it's more like an adventure, because, like, it's been, a month since I've ate out somewhere. Usually when it comes to me not making my food at home, it's I'm tired, I'm lazy, I really don't care. So we got that. We need taters. We need some taters. Like, I like In-N-Out. I like Five Guys. Five Guys is expensive, though. And I don't think I've even been in a Five Guys since COVID. Is there a Four Guys chain near you that's making fun of theirs, playing off of theirs, or? But that's one of those that's like epitome of college labor. It's right near Santa Rosa Junior. The one in Santa Rosa, at least. No one gas vinaigrette. No wonder I'm sweating. I don't have my fan on over my stove. Craziness. I was thinking it was maybe because I had just gone out for a walk and go and do my last minute shopping before stream that I was just still had built up a heat. No, the fan wasn't on. Oh, do I need to move that off to the side here? I was worried it was knocking my apron off kilter. Nope, this ain't gonna do it tonight. Hey, Nachos. Don't need more dishes. Might as well use the dirty ones I already created. Start throwing in this egg. We'll save this for with our taters, for on top of our taters rather. Ooh, there's a piece of shell or something in there. I think that's just part of the white. Oh, nope. We got that. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Touch a half and half in with the egg white. We've cooked off some liquid here, so I'm going to add a bit more. Boo. Keep waiting for the white to conquer all of it. It's white versus white. Why do you want my weather? I heard wasn't it like 80 degrees in Washington, D.C. this week? Wasn't there some freakish weather on the East Coast? Like, I was able to go outside for a walk today, but it was, you know, a mid-60s walk. I mean, what do you see in the cream and egg white, chat? What does it say to you? Alright, I'm properly mixing it up now. I've let it soak long enough. Ow, my leg hurts. I can at least walk around right now. Like 5 minutes after the stream's done and I've sat down, I'll be like completely immobile, but it's still, you know, you poke it, it hurts. Ow. Ow. That beef be looking tasty. Oh, hey, Froggy. Oh, I did squats earlier this week, and I went for a walk today, and my legs hurt. I didn't hurt myself or anything. I'm just complaining. Dried oregano. Gonna add our herbage in there now. Dried oregano, dried thyme. That's actually another Discord channel I was thinking of starting. I was just thinking of starting it around the beginning of the year when everyone's doing their resolutions. But I was thinking, you know, keep ourselves honest, you know. Promises to others in chat, you know. I'm gonna work out every day this week, or alright. Egg wash our buns. Yeah, I used to love that about that when I first moved up here in Northern California, how there was like pathways everywhere. Unfortunately, the Western District of the federal court has ruled that it's illegal for public agencies, so any of our local governments, to kick people off of public lands unless they have places to kick them to. And so you see all of these lovely photos of everywhere in the Pacific Northwest and West where, you know, people are camping on police station parking lots and everywhere else. Thank you, Western District Federal Courts, for ruining all of my pathways, because they're all covered with homeless people now. Little flaky salt on top. Or I guess this isn't flaky salt, this is sea salt. But fancy salt on top. Buns going in the oven. Thank you for the follow. over on the stove. I'm going to add some butter to that smaller pan in the front burner. Chat, I almost just put the box away and threw out the butter. Getting that close up on the ponytail, seeing how good of a job I did tying that up today. Is that what you're after? Zoom left. Zoom left. Camera. Chat. Butter. That's why I wanted to show chat. Melting butter. Yeah, that's always great, Froggy. First night in a freshly laundered bed. Get all those crisp corners. Froggy, just make sure you picture all the things normally named Richard when you think about her plushie. Five feet. Adding half and half to our butter. Oh, I should have put a timer on my bread. Oops. Nope, they're just normal buns. Just yeast buns with, well, enriched yeast buns. In that they have butter and cream in their recipe. I have to use my strainer tonight. Meant for that to happen. Starting to stick, so I'm going to add some more water back in here. Continuing to use the jar from the Better Than Bouillon to get every last little bit out of this. Just because I guess I'm cheap about it, I don't know. Tonight's container. This was one of my antiquing finds, or thrift finds. One of the two. Straining our taters. Making sure not to burn ourselves with steam. That was a little bit of a close one. Be careful with steam, chap. Like, it burns quick. I can already tell you, chat, that I don't like these yellow potatoes. I haven't tried this variety before. Haven't tried potatoes from the store / this variety. Okay, potatoes are ready. We got the eggs ready for that. Let's add our cabbage to our beef. Zoom right. Over on the cutting board. I'm going to add my egg white and cream in with the potatoes, mostly just to use it up. Now, if you want to get really fancy about this, you can pipe it in with a piping bag without the skins and the potato skin and the mash. I think, chat, you realize that isn't my style. You do want to make sure and try and sort of seal it up. And that can be a bit challenging, especially if you got a really loose, liquidy stew underneath. I've had troubles on stream in the past with that, where it just wants to leak out over the top of it because the potatoes are more dense than the stew. Thank you for the follow. And then our yolk, I'm going to take the yolk and brush that over the top of our potatoes. Oftentimes, I'm doing this differently from most other ways that I've done it in the past. Most restaurants will just mix the egg in to the mashed potatoes. Make sure our buns are okay. Yeah, those are doing fine. I am then going to take a fork and purposely disrupt these. To create some texture in the top of that. These are nice other than the fact that they're usually a failure point for the pottery. I try my best to only really trust this as a handle when the whole thing is cold. When you got a temperature difference going on here, you know, just like with glass, you know, you get too much of a temperature difference between here and here, and this is insulated. You're just asking to break it off right there. So they look handier than they are. And grating some real stuffed Parmesan over the top. That's our rolls. There's our dinner rolls, chat. Almost looks like the sea salt, like discolored the top of this one. Maybe a little bit on this one too. So as I was saying before with the handle, just because I'm not going to trust it, pan with parchment. Projects like this is not going to overflow, but projects like this, it's a good habit just to put a pan underneath it anyways, just to, if it does overflow. And so our cottage pie going in the oven just like that. And we're into a little bit of cleanup mode while we let those toast in the oven a little bit. Let those potatoes and stew make good friends of each other. Let's see, I was asking people what they've been playing lately. We got someone else in chat now that plays Fortnite, Titanfall, Clash Royale, Assassin's Creed, and Sea of Thieves. Do a little cleanup here while we let that cook a little bit. We're going to give that at least 10 minutes or so in the oven. Give me a little time to clean up the kitchen. Barbecue chicken breast, calico beans, corn, and garlic. Summertime and winter. That is, unless you're living in Australia. I don't like that joke, dad joke. Hey, Bear. How you doing tonight? You almost slipped by me there. Niners won? Who were they playing against? I know they were playing to make it into the Super Bowl. Gotta start feel sorry for the Lions there. They've never made it to the Super Bowl. They've never been in a Super Bowl. Like, they haven't had it, like... I don't know if they've ever had a team in my life. Like, they had Barry Sanders for a while. But yay, local team won. Like, is there a team that has a worse record than Detroit at this point in football? Like, are they trying to compete with the Maple Leafs and how many years they can go without making it to a championship? Yeah, Bearded Dreads. My sprinkles are tracked by a different bot, so they're based off of view time and only on view time, basically. So you get those 5,000. You've been hanging out for a little while. You can do other things like answering the scramble, joining in on occasional giveaways that the mods do, or when we have raids, all those sort of things. Showing up to stream at the beginning of stream, they're all ways to get rewarded with sprinkles. This is our timer, chat. We're waiting for that to dry out. You get rewarded for watching the VODs on Twitch. But actually, no, I shouldn't type that because I have those. I think they're I think I have Twitch sub to watch because I was trying to push people to YouTube. I should turn that off now though, now that I'm co-streaming. In fact, I will do that right now. You can find that in Twitch's gazillion count settings. I don't know where that setting is. Yeah, it's going to take me some time to find. Oh, maybe it's under affiliate. No. We getting any color down here? Oh, we're gonna let that sit a bit longer. Nope, they're AP flour. Just, they're enriched half and half in butter, AP flour, yeast. No, actually, I'm out of wheat flour right now. That's on my list of things that I need to get when it stops raining. I guess is going to be my excuse. I said this the other night. My truck has been packed now for a while now with stuff in it to go to the dump. And I've been procrastinating taking it to the dump because it keeps raining. And I don't want the stuff to be all soaking wet when I'm trying to, out of the back of my truck. Which has also limited me in my local driving because I don't want to drive around all over the place with a bunch of junk in the back of my truck. which is then made it so that I haven't done the 30 or so minute trip to go and get flour from the mill. It sort of makes sense, but it really doesn't. I do this to myself all the time. I create messes and put them purposely in front of myself to clean up, and then I don't. Maybe it's under moderation now? Yeah, but I could have, like, what I was saying is I've loaded up my truck now, and I should have just loaded up my truck and taken it to the dump. I loaded up my truck and it rained. I could put this on broiler and this would be a quicker process, chat. I'm not doing that because I don't want to put that. I don't want to put this ceramic under the broiler. I call that ceramic when it's most certainly not ceramic, but pottery. Actually, it could be as white as that is, but... Oh, I took a look a little bit ago, Froggy. Made me realize that we probably need at least 10 more minutes at that point. I don't know that I have a favorite food. I change up what I'm doing all the time. I like exploring and trying new things, learning new techniques. It's sort of what got me into doing the streaming and stuff like that too, is trying new things and exploring and testing myself out. Using myself as a guinea pig for me trying new techniques and stuff. I think Julia Child's answer to that was the food that's in front of me. all over the place with that, once again, beardedry, but most of my stuff ends up looking casual American. Yeah, it makes me wonder if I should maybe go check out the Copia campus and see what the Culinary Institute's done to that campus, because they had set up what was essentially a Julia Child museum as a part of that space. Like, they had their what do they call them? Kitchen demo, kitchen live audience, kitchen center was the Julia Child Center with inside of their Copia. I'm gonna take another look. This is a closer look. Still needs more time. Well, when I went to Copia, it was amazing when I went to it, but that was when Copia had money. When I went there, and this is in the middle of Napa, so we're not talking cheap real estate here. We're like downtown Napa, and they have like this big building built out and like a full block. Memories, it's been a while since I've been there, but they had like a block garden in downtown Napa. It was an amazing build out. It was an amazing structure, and I just don't think they really had the money to pull it. I think they were going a little too big. And so now the Culinary Institute has taken over the property, I think, or they're borrowing it, or they have an agreement or something. So it's obviously changed. And I had seen, since I had been there, driving through Napa, the garden was pretty much done for. So we'll see. I should maybe go back to... It's been a couple of years since I've done more than to just run into Napa and hit up my favorite spots and go. Like, usually, like, my MO for a Napa visit is you hit up the Fremont Diner on the way, because it's sort of on the way to Napa. And you hit up, I'm forgetting the name of it, but they have a big Oxbow market. Just a bunch of culinary businesses all under one house. Although it's getting to be more and more restaurant-y. And usually hit up the farmer's market in Napa when I'm there. That's usually my typical Napa visit, is hitting up those two things. And I'm just realized I never turned the angle camera on tonight. Hi, Tree Bow. Even though you've been hanging out with us for a while tonight. unexpected with this. Like, I think mixing the egg yolk into the potatoes was maybe the way to go versus what I did tonight, chat. Because looking at it, when I looked at the surface of what I got going in there, egg rises when you cook it. And so I think it's taken the purposely roughed up surface to the top of it I created to create a little bit more craggly little coloring. And the egg is just poofed and smoothed it all out. Because if you remember, Chad, I drug a fork through the top of the mashed potatoes in the top in order to make it uneven. Cheers, chat. Thank you for joining in with me tonight. That is delicious. We did create a great cocktail there, chat. You made a good choice with the old fashioned. Or sorry, Manhattan. Can't even remember what I'm drinking. Dad joke. Nope. We're cranking that oven up though. Oven's now set to 525. I doubt it's really going to get up to 525 before I decide to pull that out. It is starting to very lightly brown on top. But yeah, we got another couple minutes chilling. No, it's not on broil still. So it's not top-down heat. It's not direct heat onto the pot itself. sort of want to break into one of these rolls, but I sort of want a photo with the finished pie too. But then I don't have a nice 4-pack for the photo. What's Twitch alerting me for? Well, they say that I was taught whenever you're creating a platter, whenever you're creating some sort of serving dish, you always play it in odd numbers. There's lots of other things that are specific to people that are like, a lot of times people not take the last one of things regardless of it being good or bad compared to the rest. If you have a completely full put together platter that's gorgeous and unadulterated, people won't mess with it. So you have to have it sort of messy or started, or like you gotta have the party organizers come through and mess the thing up for a couple of plates before you let everyone else join in, because otherwise they leave it alone. Gotta have the bride and the groom eat the cake, otherwise... When you put toothpicks out, you always got to put a couple of toothpicks in the food to make it visually obvious that there's toothpicks for people to pick things up with. Otherwise, they either just pick it up with their hands or they leave it alone and don't do it. I'm gonna live with that, chat. It's a little bit light still, but where's my other towel? So like I was saying, Chad, it sort of bubbled up and smoothed out all those craggly lines that I originally put into it because of the egg in there. Yeah, it doesn't let chat see in there very well. Chat, how many of you have voted for bacon in the past? Seriously, chat? I'm upset. How dare you, chat? No one unscrambles bacon? There you go, Bearded Tree. But I think that is going to wrap things up for tonight. It is time for me to go and enjoy these rolls now that I can pull them apart. Thank you, Seeds. All right, chat. I hope you all have an amazing evening. I hope you have a great start to your week. I'm going to be back here on Tuesday. We're not going to raid out tonight. That was my bot just automatically throwing that into chat. I'll be back on Tuesday. What am I doing on Tuesday? We're having Frito pie. But it's not going to be like any Frito pie you've ever seen before. Hope you come back to join me for that. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me tonight. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope to see you back soon. Good night.